our friend, Coach Jeff Boyer at Byron. And, Coach, how you doing today?
Doing great, Dave. Thanks for having me.
You bet. We're starting the season out this year, and it's kind of a little bit different for you big Northern guys over at Byron. You guys have one conference with 11 teams. Has that been a little bit weird for you this year?
Yeah, we obviously merged together when some of the other teams went to the other conference. But, a lot of teams that came in, we've played in crossover games in the past. So a lot of the teams that we're familiar with, Rockford Christian's a little bit new for us. We played Burlington Central week 1 in a non-conference game, which we haven't played them for quite a while now. So that will be a little bit new for us as well.
And, Coach, let's talk a little bit about Byron. Last year you guys had another great tournament run. And as you get ready for this season, tell us about some of the things you got to adjust to from last year, because I know you lose some key kids from last season.
Yeah, we really do. I mean, Jacob Ellsbury was a great player for us. He's an all-state kid. Avery Carlson, fullback, linebacker for us. Cogswell played wingback for us. So, we're losing some kids. But, we really have a lot returning. We got a couple kids that, played on the semifinal team as sophomores. And, we got about 6 kids on each side of the ball that have played a substantial amount of time last year, during the season. So we do have a lot of kids, coming back. But, yeah, as always, we do have some voids to fill. We need kids to step up in those spots.
Last year, Coach, I know there were some problems at times with turnovers, things like that. What are you guys trying to do here as you get ready to prepare for the season to maybe try to cut down on some of that this season?
Well, we work on that daily, especially after a week. Week 8 against Winnebago was it was a big issue for us where we turned the ball over. I think it was like 5 times in that game, and it ended up being a game that we had to win in overtime. So, that was an issue. But, after that, we quickly got that taken care of, and our kids were really cleaned up in the playoffs. So, played our best football, I'd say, the last 4 games of the season.
I think the elephant in the room for the conference this year, I mean, I don't think Lutheran's going to go away, but obviously, the all-time leading rusher in the state has gone in James Robinson. Does it make things maybe feel a little bit more open in the conference this year when you don't kind of have that high-level player like that that you're going to have to face?
Robinson was a great player, but I'm sure Lutheran will have someone else that's, nearly as good as him. I can't say as good because that kid was he was a great player in the Big Northern here. But, those guys are going to be tough again, and along with, other teams. So we got to come ready to play every Friday night.
When I went over to see you guys play a tournament, you have such a great atmosphere over there. How much does that help you guys over there? I mean, that's like one of the best places to go watch a football game.
Yeah, it's definitely to our advantage. Our fans are great. A lot of community support, and they're really behind, the kids, and really, the town that lives for football. So that's a huge advantage for us. Our kids thrive on that. And it's something that, we really feel has been an asset to us the last couple of years.
You got a well-established program there at Byron. I think people have a good expectation of what you're going to get on a Friday night, so I don't think we're going to expect you guys to line up and play the spread and throw the ball all over the field or anything like that. But how are things looking at the quarterback position there? Because the quarterback for you is still an important spot, directing that offense. And, any improvements or any chance that maybe you throw a few more passes or anything like that?
Yeah, we know that, down the stretch we're going to have to throw the ball. So, that's something that we work on every day of the week as well, and just work on getting better at that. But we have Brandon Ellsbury is going to be the senior. He started a few games for us last season. Did a great job for us at the end of the season. He's really had a good off season and really preparing, to be that guy. We have another kid named Paulie Rico who's going to be a junior and started on the sophomore team last year. Did a real nice job there as well. So I think we got 2 kids that really can do some really nice things for us at the quarterback spot.
Yeah, and defensively, you always have some big guys over there. Remember last year that tournament game? Didn't they bring them out like in a hog trailer or something? They were so big.
Yeah, that's kind of a tradition over at Byron. So, those guys, they live for that. They love it. And, it's something that we make them earn. But it's definitely been a tradition over here at Byron.
You guys have had back-to-back pretty good runs there in the playoffs and really when you've gone out against some tough teams there. How has that been? Obviously maybe the regular season doesn't go quite how the way you wanted, if you don't get the conference, those kind of things. But how has those playoff runs really helped as you've, been trying to establish this program and really take it to another level?
Yeah, our goal is to win the state championship. I mean, it's been the goal of the last couple of years. So, we look back and talk about how the semifinal run was great. And, last year we lost in the quarters to Kankakee Bishop Mac, who was an excellent team. Mm-hmm. But, our kids aren't satisfied at this point. We want a state trophy. So, that's the end-all goal. The conference is a bonus if we can get there. But, in our conference, just getting to the playoffs is important. And then once we're in the playoffs, I feel like we're battle-tested. We're ready to go.
And with the new setup, the Big Northern only gets like one conference champion. Does that make people want to get that fifth win a lot quicker than what maybe they have in the past, maybe?
Yeah. Just getting to 5 for us is what's important. And, the more wins we have after that gives us a good seed. I know 2012 we were the conference champ at 7-2. That gave us a home game. Last year we got a home game at 7-2. So I think if you can start out, at home, that helps in the playoffs as well.
When you look around the conference, who are some of the teams that you look at that are going to be tough games, or at least on your schedule?
I think you got to go right to Lutheran. I mean, they were the defending conference champ last year, quarterfinals in 4A. So, I think they're at the top of the list. I think Winnebago is going to be good. A lot of kids returning for Mark. Stillman Valley, they're a perennial powerhouse. Eventually, they're going to come back and they're going to be, very, very good. So, this year could be the year for that. Those are some of the people that we look at. I know Dixon and Genoa should be pretty good as well. We don't play them this year in conference play, but I think they're going to be a very good team as well.
Special teams could come in handy because I know you guys had some wild games last year, and a lot of things depended on what happened with those special teams. How do they look this year?
Something we work on every day in practice as well. Kids are working hard. Our numbers are up. So, we got 40 juniors and seniors out for football right now. So a lot of the kids that, possibly could have been starters in the past on offense, defense are going to be starters for us on special teams. And we really talk about taking pride in that and doing your job. And if you are a core special teams player, you are a starter to us. So, very important phase of the game. And it's part of the game that actually won us some games last year. I mean, at Genoa, week 2, we had a block extra point in overtime, take a double overtime, then we kicked the field goal to win that game. We got Bryce Scheffler coming back, who is arguably one of the best return men in the conference. So we're looking for big things from him on kick return and punt return. So we feel that it can be a huge game changer in high school football and really important part of the game to us.
And also, Coach Considine's a good actor. Now, I saw he was doing a commercial yesterday.
Was that the firefighter?
Yeah.
Sean's so good about helping out with everything. So if someone asked him to do something, and I know it was for the fire department, Rockford Fire, he's going to do it, and he's so good about giving back to the community.
And he likes harassing you during interviews. I know that too, Coach.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, thanks so much for doing it, Coach. We're going to try to make it over there for a couple games this year because it's a lot of fun. And good luck as you start the season.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
We've been talking with Coach Jeff Boyer from Byron.